Some houses hold memories. Some houses hold secrets. And sometimes, those secrets change everything. Cut to a slow pan of an old country home, sunlight falling through dusty windows. Lena Darrow had never returned here since her grandmother passed. The house, quiet and frozen in time, held more than furniture and faded photographs. It held a story she was about to uncover. Lena Darrow returns to her late grandmother Eleanor's country home after years of avoiding the place. She's at a crossroads in life. Her job feels empty, her relationships distant, and she hopes the visit will give her clarity. The house is quiet, carrying the faint scent of old wood and lavender, Eleanor's favorite. Every room feels frozen in time, as if waiting for someone to press play again. Lena begins cleaning and sorting through boxes. As she climbs the creaky attic stairs, a soft dust cloud rises, illuminated by a thin beam of sunlight through the small attic window. Up in the attic are memories untouched for decades, faded photo albums, the trunk of dresses, old journals, the handcrafted toys her grandfather once made. But one thing stands out, a small wooden chest tucked beneath a pile of quilts, tied with a delicate ribbon that looks far newer than everything around it. Inside the chest is a single envelope, edges burned, ink slightly smudged. The handwriting is elegant, heartfelt, unmistakably personal. To my dearest Eleanor, if you ever open this, you'll know. The moment Lena touches it, she feels a strange emotional pull, a connection to a part of her grandmother's life she never knew existed. She opens the letter carefully. Not all of it survived. Half of it is gone, burned, torn, or lost. The surviving words speak of longing, of a choice, of a love left unfinished. Questions flood Lena's mind. Who wrote this? Why hide it? What did Eleanor want to know? For the first time, Lena senses her grandmother lived a story far deeper, far more emotional than she ever shared. And Lena decides she has to uncover it. The story shifts into the past, the 1950s, the year Eleanor was 19. Eleanor Darrow is introduced as a bright, spirited girl trapped in a world too small to hold her dreams. She sketches constantly. Flowers, people, sunsets, anything that makes her heart swell. She visits the town library every week, the only escape from her structured life. One day, a new helper at the library offers her a book with a shy smile. Samuel Carter. Samuel is gentle, soft-spoken, and observant. He notices Eleanor's sketchbook and compliments her artwork sincerely, not out of courtesy. Eleanor feels seen, truly seen, for the first time. Their friendship grows slowly, tenderly. He sets aside novels he thinks she'll love. She sketches him reading under the old oak tree. They leave tiny folded notes in books. They share quiet conversations about dreams, fear, and the future. Eleanor's family, however, is traditional. Her father insists she must marry someone stable, someone proper, someone who can provide. Samuel, though kind, is not wealthy. He dreams of becoming a writer, not a profession her parents approve of. Eleanor begins to hide their growing bond. The conflict grows subtly. Her parents dismiss Samuel as nice, but not the right kind of future. Her friends whisper that Samuel is too simple. Her family starts arranging meetings with a well-to-do local man. Meanwhile, Eleanor and Samuel grow closer, sharing small moments that feel like entire worlds. It's clear. They're falling in love quietly, deeply, and helplessly. The turning point approaches. Samuel writes a letter, the most sincere words he has ever expressed. He asks Eleanor to leave town with him, not recklessly, but with hope. He promises to build a life where they choose their own destiny, not one dictated by expectations. The letter reads, fragment in full version. If you come with me, Eleanor, I will spend my life proving that love can be enough. This is the very letter Lena found, but Eleanor never saw the whole thing. Because the night he tries to deliver it, a fierce storm hits. The wind rattles windows. Lightning illuminates the sky. Eleanor hides the letter in her attic for safety, while she runs downstairs to help with a flooding basement. In the chaos, water drips into the attic. Some letters burn from a fallen candle. Others are soaked. The letter becomes half destroyed, the half that contains Samuel's plea for her to meet him at the station the next morning. The same night, Eleanor's father announces a decision. She is to be engaged. He believes he's protecting her future. Eleanor feels trapped between loyalty and love. She runs to the attic to read Samuel's letter again, not realizing half of it is missing. She reads only the remaining gentle memories, unaware of his plan to leave. The next morning, Samuel waits at the train station. He watches each passenger, hoping, believing, but Eleanor never arrives. He leaves, heartbroken and convinced she made her choice. Eleanor spends the morning searching for him at the library and at the oak tree, places that once connected them, not knowing he had already left. Their love ends not by decision, but by miscommunication, timing, and the weight of expectations. Back in the present, Lena becomes obsessed with uncovering the details. She finds photographs of Eleanor smiling with someone whose face is partly cut out. Old sketches Eleanor drew of a young man reading under an oak tree. Books containing small folded notes. And newspaper clippings of a train leaving town in 1954. Piece by piece, Lena reconstructs their story. While searching public records, she finds a name, Samuel Carter, living only 2 towns away. Lena hesitates, unsure if she should reopen old wounds. But something deep inside her, maybe the same courage Eleanor once had, pushes her forward. Lena visits Samuel, now in his late 80s. He greets her warmly, unaware of who she is. When she introduces herself as Eleanor's granddaughter, a softness enters his eyes, the kind that comes from remembering someone unforgettable. Samuel shares everything Lena never knew. Eleanor tried to find him. He believed she didn't want him. He wrote many letters but never mailed them. He kept one photograph of her his entire life. Lena listens, tears building, realizing her grandmother lived a heartbreak she never voiced. Samuel shows her the final letter he wrote, unsent, expressing gratitude for a love that shaped him, even in absence. For the first time, Lena understands the depth of her grandmother's silence. Lena returns to the attic, holding both letters, Samuel's unsent confession and the half-burned one Eleanor kept for life. She writes her own letter to Eleanor, thanking her for teaching her that love is brave, showing her that choices shape destinies, leaving behind a story that still breathes. She places all 3 letters into the wooden chest, tying the same delicate ribbon around it. The next day, as she prepares to sell the house, Samuel arrives at the doorway. He came to say goodbye, not to the house but to Eleanor. His hands tremble slightly as he steps into the attic. He looks at the old sketches, the books, the chest. His voice breaks softly as he whispers, "She always kept our love alive, didn't she?" Lena nods. A quiet peace settles in the room. Not sad, not regretful, but full of gratitude for a love that never truly ended. Lena makes a decision. She will not sell the house. This place holds history, love, dreams, and stories that shape generations. She wants to preserve it, not for nostalgia, but for what it taught her about herself. As Lena opens the attic window, warm sunlight pours in, illuminating dust particles that dance like memories in the air. She whispers into the light, "Your love changed everything. Now it changes me." The story ends with Lena stepping outside, carrying not just her grandmother's legacy, but a renewed sense of her own purpose.